We are back in the backyard. We just came back from the meet and greet again. Thank you for everybody coming out. But you can tell it's starting to get a little windy. We should be getting a small tropical storm. Again, we have never been here during a tropical storm. Usually, you know, when you're at the beach, you're still going to get the 45 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts and everything. But out here, I don't know how much that's going to go down or whatever. We are pretty far away from the coast now, but we kind of want to batten down the hatches just a little bit. The concern, obviously, is that gate. Ain't really nothing we can do about it. I could probably park the tractor next to it at one point. I have no idea, but we might just let that thing fly and see what happens. One thing I do want to move is actually the tractor away from this. So what happens is the rain comes down here, and I don't want all the water from there to hit on the tractor. Obviously, it's going to rain on the tractor, but I would like it still to be farther away. Also, everybody's telling me to put this up. I will go ahead and put the rollover bar protection up while I'm on the tractor, working it for sure. All right, I know that I didn't move it a lot, but trust me, that's going to leave a lot of water off of it. Just far enough away from the roof that all the water from the roof doesn't fall on the tractor, and we are good to go there. The plants, really thinking that they'll be okay during the little wind. I don't think none of these are going to fall over. These down here, they need bigger plant pots, but we're going to go ahead and just keep them in there for now, and they're probably going to be absolutely fine. This one we're going to put probably back up here, but that one should be good to go too. And then sooner or later, real soon, I'm going to end up getting these cucumbers out of here. Like, look at that cucumber right there. Ah, man, that thing's almost ready for pickling. Here, 1, 2, maybe 3. What else? 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, 6. I think we got 6 cucumbers ready. So I'm like, 7, 8. All right, we might have 8 cucumbers to pick. And then I will go ahead, pick those, and maybe I'll take you along on my pickling. We do like a fast pickle. So like I think I said it before, we use apple cider vinegar. A lot of people use white vinegar. We like apple cider vinegar. And then you just kind of like boil. We throw the pickles in there, or the cucumbers, and let it, like cool. Put it in a mason jar, put it in the refrigerator, and within 24 hours, you got yourself a pretty delicious pickle. And I'm gonna like experiment on making them hot, making them taste like garlic, etc., etc., etc. Daniel is super tired from the meet and greet. Kind of a lazy fella, but he's super tired. He did meet all of y'all, so right now he's chilling in the hammock. These we did tie down, and we need to get the blankets in here, which we still have everything. All of our tools are in here, as you can tell, locked up in there, so that will be good to go. And then I'll go ahead and I might just go ahead and put the blankets in this one. This one still has a whole bunch of the stuff we got out of the tool shed that Kayla's gonna work on, and eventually this stuff will make it into the barn whenever that's done. And that's all the cedar. Smells like a cedar closet in here. Smells amazing. And we were talking, and we saw a lot of comments, especially in other countries, it's hard to get this cedar wood. And it smells really, really good in here. But that ain't too shabby right there. Kayla's going to do some really cool stuff. Look at old Daniel over there just rocking and rolling in the... I think he's rocking himself to sleep. It is the next day, and boy, are we busy. We've been up super early, finishing up the seamstress locker. So if y'all watch that on the Bearded Thrift Machine, it's actually not completely done all the way. We do have another huge load that I'm gonna pick up tomorrow with Dad, but I gotta go ahead and open the gates because we need a freshy dumpster. Now there's not a whole bunch of stuff that is actually trash in this unit, so we're not filling up like dumpster loads and dumpster loads for this unit, but we are filling up some. Most of it's bins, and a lot of times we'll try to give those away free on Marketplace, but right now we have no room. This unit has taken all of our room, and the reason why we're not putting stuff underneath the barn yet is because we are sealing the concrete tomorrow. So because we're still going to do stuff with oil and content in there that has to do with like working on the cars and maybe like doing the tractor and stuff. So we're not going to go ahead and, we want to seal it is what I'm saying. So in case oil gets on the ground or something, it doesn't ruin it right off the bat. I'll take, at least 6 months to ruin it. So we're doing that tomorrow. So right there, we can't actually put anything in the barn yet. So we have a mess out here. Kayla is working diligently right now trying to figure out what's good, what's going to dad and mom to sell, what's going in our booths, what's going to, look at this. This is just 10% of what came out of the unit today. And that's only like 5% of the actual unit, if that makes any sense. But enough about that. What we're gonna do is just go ahead and continue to work, get this stuff sort of cleaned up the best we can to figure out where it's going, which is gonna take hours and hours and hours. But that's what we got. And if you're interested, like I said, most of this stuff will be on our Whatnot shows and in huge lots, in big lots, and they'll be shipped out. Most of them buy it now and some in the auction place. So, but let's just get to work. So we're done not actually going through all of the stuff from the unit, but we did get everything from the backyard up to at least the eBay barn or the barn. And so we're gonna actually go through a whole bunch of stuff. I got the trailer hooked up, Woodrow and the truck are together right now because tomorrow Dad and I are heading back into Myrtle Beach to pick up the rest of the seamstress locker. But we did open some mail that y'all sent us on the Bearded Thrift Machine. We always open it on that channel. But we always show it kind of on this channel too. And what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go ahead and when y'all sent us this, and I'm going to go ahead and put that. I'm thinking about putting it over here because when we come in, we usually put our keys down here and they end up losing stuff and we can't find them. But I think I'm going to put it right here. So, and then we can put our keys up here when we're working, and that will be absolutely perfect. And then another thing I want to do today is somebody sent this for the old Cub Cadet, and I'm going to find a way to attach this to the Cub Cadet. A self-tappers, two-sided tape, I don't know, but it is super cool looking. Or I could put it on like chain and wear it around my neck. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out there, hey, listen, I'm repping the old Cub Cadet. And we appreciate all the love and support, again, across all of the platforms. So I'm going to go ahead. There's actually two ways to mount this. This is pretty cool. Is you can use screws like this, or they have it where they have two-sided tape type of deal. That's what I might do, is go ahead and do the two-sided tape and see if it holds up. I think it'll hold up fine. And news on so the concrete obviously is done. Y'all saw that. And then news on the roof. Today is, I'm pretty sure today's Tuesday. They should come tomorrow to fix the roof. So we'll be able to see if that actually happens or not. They've never not showed up, I'll tell you that. It just took a while to get on their books type of deal so they can come out and fix it. We had a lot of rain the other day and it leaked again. So we're just, again, hoping that they can go ahead and get all that thing squared away. And then basically we're going to fix up the barn underneath. We had a lot of good suggestions on what to do under there. The thing is, we need to use the space very quickly, like very, very quickly, because of the seamstress locker has taken up. I'll show you downstairs how much stuff that we have. Now, some of it's already up here to the right of me. And then most of this stuff down here, Kayla's down here, you probably can't even see her. All of this, and if you look back in here, all of that is the locker, all sellable items that we're gonna have to go through in the next probably day or so, because we are heading back to pick up more, and then we're gonna do more of it. So that stuff right there, we're gonna run through it. A lot of it's gonna be obviously on Whatnot, and then some, Facebook Marketplace deals. I know a lot of people reaching out to us, but most of it's going to be on Whatnot. We might probably do one big show and have a lot of buy it nows and just bags of fabric, and cheap. You know what I'm saying? Because we have so much of it, we can get the deals from us to you where you can buy this stuff for a very reasonable price. But enough chatting. I'm definitely putting up the old Mustang Bearded Thrift Machine key holder. So what I did here is this will actually end up on the Cub Cadet soon. But I'm going to put it here for now. And like this little area over here, I think we're going to go ahead and just put stuff that y'all send us in this little cubby hole. I think it's perfect. So we have awesome stuff up there, some hand drawing stuff. The Mustang's going to sit there. I kind of want to see like this out instead of it being on the wall. Kind of want it to be there just like hanging out like it's driving on the road thing. Works really good. That's perfect. We can put our keys there. I can even put stuff up here if I wanted to. And then even like attach things to the wall here. How do you like my little spot over here to put everybody's stuff? Little cubby hole area. I know, it looks pretty good. That ain't too shabby. You're working hard, ain't you? Or hardly working. All right, enough about that. Is that we're going to go ahead and just start going on this. It's going to take a very long time to get this, but what we're doing is, because we do have so much of this stuff, is that we are going to probably fill this room up with it. this stuff's on eBay, but like there's an empty spot right here. We can go ahead and start filling this up with a whole bunch of stuff here. And then probably even maybe like right here in this region. We can't really put a whole bunch of stuff in here because we got to get to this Christmas stuff right here, which we're going to go ahead and have that big whatnot show in, what was it? In July, right now, like July, it's July right now. So we're going to go ahead and just start getting to work and then figure out what we're going to do from there. August, again, we will be on whatnot a ton. We might have 4 or 5 shows in August. And so it's going to be a really busy summer for sure. And we haven't sold a whole bunch on eBay. We've really just been trying to, like I said, in July, we're not taking a break off of social media or anything like that. We're just trying to get some stuff for the house done and getting it more organized, because fourth quarter, we're already thinking ahead to, you know, when we start selling for Christmas and everything. It's going to be super busy, and we're going to need everything at ready, full capacity for sure, to get everything ready to roll. That's kind of what we've been going for, and I think we'll be good to go. I think we're going to make it. But all this stuff right here, really can't show a whole bunch of it because all these videos aren't out yet on the Bearded Thrift Machine. So, but I'm going to go down there and start helping Kyla, because I think I can't even see her. I don't even know where she is. She's in a sea of boxes. So Kayla is going on stuff downstairs, right? But it's not big enough for both of us, is it? No. So I'm up here doing Christmas stuff. We'll show that in a second. But we did find some uranium glass, and we actually don't find uranium glass. Wow, that is popping on here. We don't find this a lot. And when you do find it, a lot of times, like, these are super green looking, so it's kind of obvious to see that it would be uranium glass. And some of them are not as obvious, so the black light does work. Also, I didn't know this. We were talking to the owners of Bounty Hunters Emporium that there's 2 different types of black lights to use. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we'll have to get 2 different. There's another type, but look at that thing. These things are glowing. Now, these are already... what do you call? They are already spoken for.
Right.
So these are going to somebody that we know. But I think we only found, 4 or 5 of these. So that's all we found. That ain't too shabby. And I'll show you this stuff in a little bit. We actually decided that we will let you see some stuff, is what we're saying. Because if you remember the Millionaire Locker, when we were going through it, when things looked like this and they were in Christmas boxes, we never opened them. We were like, oh, it's Christmas, and we were kind of rifling through it fairly quickly. So we're going to take you really behind the scenes here.
Do you want to show them what we found?
Yeah, I'm showing it. Pretty exciting stuff. And this is only 2 bankers boxes. I think we have more banker boxes downstairs. But these are the only ones I think they're going to hit the July show. We might go down and pull some of the bigger blown glass stuff. But so what we're doing is we're getting the bankers boxes out from the stuff that's been up here, the Millionaire Locker. And none of this stuff has been opened since the Millionaire Locker, because we thought it was all Christmas. But what did I just find? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Check it out. I found another Donald L. Reed. Now, here's the deal. We already sold all of them, and we know this will probably go for $700 to $1,000. We did not keep any, and everybody's like, you should have kept one. Well, guess what? We are keeping this one, right?
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and keep him. It's the only one that we kept. I feel like it was in that box for a reason. So we kept one Donald L. Reed. But we're going to go through some stuff because, like, this was never seen before. Because we never opened it. That is a blown glass ornament. Now, all of this stuff will be available on July 19th.
Your poor fingernails.
Yeah, excuse the fingernails. I might put gloves on. So I worked on a car yesterday, and you know how you're working on an older car, the grease just gets underneath your fingernails.
I told him to soak his fingernails, but he won't do it.
Soak them in what? All right, so then you have some like this was never before seen on anywhere. Because we never, look, there they go. The little pick your noses.
The little pick your noses.
The little pick your noses. Now, we're not going to go through like this entire bag. I think I went over this one a little bit earlier on, but all this stuff will be sorted out. And, oh, that metal thing?
Yeah.
Looks like, oh, I think it's this? What is that? It looks like one of your pot charms. Look at that. That's like a purse charm that you would make.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's cool. And then you have, see how they, like, put them up? I mean, like, all this will be for sale in July 19th. Yeah, because look, this one's,
signed?
signed at the bottom. It's got the thing inside of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at these. These are etched, like little gourds. Check that out. Look at that one. That's really cool. Then you have like some of this. Which one?
Some of the handmade, like this one right here.
This?
Yeah.
They look like, what is that? Some sort of leaf, right? Not banana leaf. What would that be?
Is it like grass?
Could be like grass, yeah. Not sweet grass.
What's that lady right here?
This lady? No, you're good.
I'm really intrigued in
Oh,
this
corn husk. That's what I'm trying to think of. That's definitely corn husk.
Yeah.
That is 100% corn husk. Then you have like this one right here. Look, that's like a lady with a bouquet or something.
Oh, that's cute.
And we'll kind of like lock these up in like objects. Like these are all soft and all probably handmade, but we won't lot them all together. We'll probably do like 5 a piece. We're gonna really do it by weight, but this has never been opened.
No.
Like this is straight up never been opened from the Millionaire Locker.
You're seeing it for the first time
Seeing
with
it
us.
from the first time with us. All right. But we were assuming that it was Christmas stuff. And our assumption was right. These are plastic though. I thought they were gonna be metal.
We could lot them up with some other ones.
Yeah, we'll lot them up. They're cool looking though. And then like this, never been opened before. Now these are real heavy. This has gotta be like pewter maybe. Or what does that say? It's in a different language. Oh wow, there's something in it. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Did we show this one before? This looks vaguely familiar.
No.
But that is hand painted, some sort of like enameled metal. Now some of these might be separate because that one's probably worth $20 to $30 by itself. And then like these guys, Swedish pewter. Okay, so these are pewter. That's pewter. That's pewter. This was $39. That's pewter. Is that Santa Claus? That's actually pretty cool. Then you have, he feels super heavy, handcrafted in Vermont. Huh. And then you have another pewter one. Oh, then you have another one of those hand painted guys. Fill out the bottom. Sounds about right. Look at that one.
That is really neat.
Oh, there's little.
So we could probably put both of those up.
Yeah, we
together
could probably
if
put-
I
yep.
mean, we'll look them up.
Yeah, and like we'll look them up, but I think that we'll probably just put them all together and
Yeah.
really give you all some good deals on some of this stuff. These are all hand done. Now I do remember seeing some of these, right? Because they have like things on this side, and I do remember showing that in the video. And all of these.
Yeah, so all of those could be lotted up.
Yeah, or like maybe 3 at a time or 4 at a time. All right, now oh, look, there's a whole bunch of them.
Of the hand painted?
Of the hand painted ones, yeah, look.
Yes, they are.
There's a ton of them. Hand painted, like the metal. Look at that one. Yeah, I don't remember seeing those. That's really cool.
Is that one doubled? This one right here?
I think it's like it's like a 3D version.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you have this one. This one's really heavy. That one feels like pewter. Super neat. And then you have like these little wooden guides, handcrafted. We take them out there so you get a better look
Yeah.
at them. Yeah, you can tell we've never opened it because they're still stuck.
Christmas market?
And these are all handcrafted. Still got the tags on it. And then you have like a little train here. Look at this guy. He's cool.
Is he coming off? What's going on with his body?
No, that's what it looks like. I guess it's supposed to look like his fur, maybe? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's got mumps. All right, then you got little nutcrackers. And these are all like solid wood, like high quality stuff. Look at that one. That one's really cool. Because we were sitting here going through this and I was like, oh, wait a second. I remember we never opened a lot of the Christmas stuff because we just, now knowing what we know, we would have opened everything. Right?
Yeah.
But some of this was in the beginning of the locker. Look at this guy.
This is arms?
I think he might be broken.
Oh, you pull him.
Oh, you pull him.
That's actually really
That's
cool.
actually scary. All right, then inside of here, I do remember looking in this. I think this is a... Yeah, remember this? This is like super delicate
Yeah, I do remember
wood
these.
piece or something. Oh yeah, like that's right. It's like a sea anemone. I do remember that. So that will be.
Kept. No, I'm just kidding.
That will be. How is it not even broken? That is an incredibly.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive. And it's from Local Wood Turned Art. From Ashley Harwood. That's the person that did it. Huh. Yeah, like this has never been opened before.
Nope.
So we'll open that bad boy up. See what we're working with here. What is that? Just a little seashell guy? Yeah, these have never been opened. That's never been opened. These have never been opened. None of this has been opened. Good night.
There was a lot in that unit.
Yeah, there was a lot of
And it's hard to go through a lot of Christmas items because it's kind of like the same. That has the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's meant to look like that. That's his buddy, the Mumps Man.
Why do you look like that?
Why do you look like that, buddy? All right, now this feels like it's some sort of metal. I'm assuming maybe
The
not.
little metal guys.
I don't know, but it feels like it's metal. No, it's stained glass. What? Are they all stained glass? Now, I don't think that's actually glass, though. That feels like that plastic resin stuff. I go with that one. Oh, koala bear.
Koala bear.
It's got a little baby koala. Is there a little baby koala in the back of it? Little baby koala.
Angel.
Little angels. So yeah, I think we're gonna lot these up because we're gonna do it by weight. Oh, there's another metal one.
Oh, yeah.
Noel. And I don't know. We'll have to figure out how we're gonna do the show. Cause I'm hoping. Oh, that one. That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, this is neat. I totally forgot that we didn't look at any of this stuff. I think it's neat we found a Donald L. Reed.
I know.
It's like the unit that keeps on giving. Eventually, we'll have to run out of this stuff, though. That's wood crafted. There's another one, so they would obviously be put together. Probably just those two. Hand kata. Super light, whatever's in here. It's like in its own little bag. What is this? That is one thing that was in this unit. A lot of different languages because they were world travelers. So we met a couple world travelers the other day.
Alpaca hair.
Is this alpaca hair?
I don't know.
Could be.
That's what it looks like.
That looks like a snowman.
Oh, his nose is split.
Nah, well, check it out. You just gotta put it back together again like Humpty Dumpty. I think it got worse actually. There's nothing in here. This one's never been opened. I can't remember how many banker boxes we have underneath the barn in the holding facility. I don't think it's a whole bunch. What is this? Is that metal? No, that's like some sort of resin. Should I get it? You're sitting up. Different language? These are walnuts. You think these are like from craft shows or something where they would go to different countries and maybe go to craft shows and... Because I don't care what people say. People said that they weren't making those little... Remember they had a whole bunch of them hand knit things? I think they were making them. I think that these people were crafters.
Like these little guys.
Yeah, yep. I think they were making those. And people were like, no, somebody like that would never make those and take the time. I think they did.
Well, we saw their ledger.
Yeah, they were selling them.
Yeah.
Listen,
Listen, we know.
they were hustlers. They were working.
Where do you think they got all their money from?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, is this
Probably
like
making-
olive wood or something? This is, can't read nothing, but it definitely looks like some sort of wood.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's nice. Has different language on the bottom.
Let's see.
Yeah, like this right here, I'm pretty sure they made. Oh, okay, never been opened. It's like, you are yawning. That was a good yawn.
I feel like I'm filming the locker again.
Yeah, we did film a locker this morning for about 2 hours. All right, well, he's some sort of metal. More like tin, though. Not like that heavy metal. Heavy metal. That we just filled. Then you have like a duck there. Now, would that be called like enameled metal? And then you have Mrs. Claus. So you could probably put all three of them together.
Yeah.
That would match. I mean, again, we really wanted to get up to like 300 maybe listings when it came to whatnot. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Look, brand spank, never opened. Now I'm interested to see how many more we have for Christmas time. Now I know that we have all of the blown glass ones. But this is only, okay, so these are kind of like the same as that. This one's not. This is a, it's a koala bear. Hey, baby koala. Look at this one. Got that one going on. And this is what we do. Like, this is actually behind the scenes. You see on the Bearded Thrift Machine how we kind of just rummage through it really quickly and say, oh, this could be worth this could be worth this. But then we go through every single item on the back end to figure out what we can sell, what we can't sell. That one's got some tarnish in, or is it supposed to look like that? No, I think it's supposed to look like that. It's like really thin metal. And then this one is some more, see, that's metal there. I don't think that's glass. I don't know. How do you tell if it's glass? Or like, it's got bubbles. I think it's resin.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's some sort of resin. And then we got more here. Never. Look at all the peanuts still. We still got we should keep one peanut and preserve it for the best unit. Now, do you think that will be our best unit ever?
I would hope not.
Oh no. It's gonna be so hard to top that unit. All right, what do we got going on? Okay, more metal guys, like real metal guys. And do you think they're like, how many Kleenexes they bought to do this? Or you think the Kleenexes were already there?
Oh, I don't know. Well, that was neat.
Yeah, I don't know. The little trumpet. Watch out, don't ship it. It hasn't been shipped probably in 35 years. Oh, the train.
That's cool.
That's cool. What's we got in here? All right, we got this little person right there. You have something going on there. And then that might be handmade. Got a little angel and then a little box there and then a pillow. Kayla needs that right now for a little nap. Little nap ski. All right, well, so that was pretty neat. I mean, we found another Donald L. Reed. Now, we are going to have other ones. Like, we'll just have regular, you know, hallmarks for sale and stuff like that. But everything you just saw right here is going to be for sale on July 19th at our Whatnot show. There's always a link down below. You can use that link to get 15 doll hairs off if it's your first time going on Whatnot. You don't have to spend it with us. You can spend it anywhere. But so we're gonna go ahead and work on this. You're still working downstairs, right? How you doing?
Good.
You wanna get a little peek see?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, maybe later on. So we're gonna work on this. We'll see you in a second. We're gonna take a little intermission real quick. We are hurting. If you can't really tell, our energy levels are super low. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. I think Kayla then got up at 7 o'clock. And I went to the gym early. Then we worked in the heat all day long to get these storage unit things figured out and done. We still have a lot more to go. But we're going to head up to one of our favorite places. We actually ate lunch there today. And they have really good, number one, they have really good lunch. Number two, they have really good coffee. And so we're going to run up really quick and get us another iced coffee at The Grind, which is right up the street. If you're from Lorsch, you know The Grind is delicious. It is really, really good. Super good. They also got like little treats, you know what I'm saying? They'll go give me like a little a little cookie or something, and then we're gonna head back and continue on. We just need a little pick-me-up. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, not much, but some sort of little something to wake us up, because it has been a very long day. We did have the bug guy come over, and he sprayed both places, the house and the barn, which is pretty good. And then we did, like I said, we are switching banks, and that doesn't seem like a big deal because, well, there is not our bank here. So the closest bank is like 45 minutes to an hour away. But it took us an hour in the bank today. Actually, I think closer to 2 hours to get business banking. It's just a pain when everything becomes a business. But we're gonna head up to the grind, get us some delicious coffee. We are back from the grind. It only took us 2 seconds to get there. And guess what? We got the delicious iced coffee. So it's time to get back to doing this. So half the coffee done, and we have 103 lots. Basically, I'm pretty sure very close to 90 of these lots are all from the Millionaire Locker. And then you have a couple stuff back here that is not. And then you have some bigger items right here. I would like to get it to 150 lots. What I'm going to do is go ahead and take you guys into our other place. There's a little storage thing on the side that we really don't show a whole bunch, but there's a ton of stuff in there. So I'm going to go in there and see if I can find 50 additional lots of Christmas items, bring it up here, tag everything, and then that will be the Christmas show. So this is the other storage area. We actually got the light put in here. I think y'all saw that for the electrician. Super helpful. And these big boys back here are the ones that are the hand blown, and they're completely full. The thing is that we have a whole bunch of other stuff too that we're probably going to sell in there. This one right here is full of a whole bunch of old, like, antique / vintage Christmas ornaments that we'll take out, and we'll also sell these. But we're going to probably only sell maybe a couple of those, but the rest of them we will keep for actual Christmas time. And I think that they'll sell a little bit better then. But we have just so much Christmas stuff. I don't see any bankers boxes in here anymore. So I see 0 banker boxes, which means that that's going to be the end of the Millionaire Locker. I thought there was more in here, but I can't see a whole bunch back in here. But I do know 100% these are full of the other stuff. They're full of the, see, it says Xmas ornaments. They're actually the Christmas ornaments. And I think I'll grab probably 5 or 6 of these out of there. We are going to keep some for our own tree. We just haven't had time. This fan, is this a fan to y'all? What are y'all doing in here? Get out of here, fan. Y'all remember when we got this? I ain't got a clue. I have no idea what that is. That's just interesting. When you stick stuff in here and you said you're just going to sell it, you kind of forget exactly what do you got in here, you know? And that's the worst thing is about doing stuff and saving stuff. You do forget what you put in here and what was actually for sale. Like, I don't remember these bins. Oh, that's full of pumpkins. Huh. Could be why I don't remember them. So I'm going to go ahead and probably grab a couple of these things out. And if you remember what these are, they're from that glass company down, I think, somebody told me, I think this was in Texas maybe, but we have a ton of these, and they're all the super nice hand-blown glass ornaments. We'll probably put, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 or 7 up for sale on July 19th. So I might just stick in here and just grab a couple more. So what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. And I think that some of them have multiples in there. So we'll probably split them up and sell these separately just because they're so valuable and high end that I want people to get chances to be able to get multiple of those. And then I'll take those upstairs and see if I can get another 50 lots of items. So we got up to about 110-ish. 100 and probably 20, maybe 30, but it is 5:30 or 6 o'clock, and I need to still edit some video, and we've been up since 5, so we're starting to run a little bit on empty here when it comes to, like, energy wise. So we're gonna call it a day over here. I'm gonna head over to the house and go ahead and start editing some film, and we'll go see. Kayla did a ton of stuff downstairs, got a lot of stuff for Dad. Again, my dad and my mom sell on eBay under Z-Shore Sales. And a lot of times the stuff, especially books, media, big items, the stuff that is like really big, Dad doesn't mind shipping. I don't like shipping big items. We just give it to them. It ends up on their eBay store, Z-Shore Sales. So I'll go ahead and follow them. Also, you can look them up on eBay. And it really, a lot of the stuff that people ask for, they actually have on their store. So we're going to go ahead and end this. Look, all empty down there. That means we have no more Christmas stuff in here. and which is great, but we have a ton of Christmas stuff ready for Christmas in the place that I just showed you. And when we're at the yard sales now, that just gave us more room to buy more Christmas stuff. So enough about that stuff. Well, I'll go ahead and finish this up tomorrow, and we will go from there. Go ahead and drink the rest of this delicious coffee. Didn't really do much for energy level at all. I think it actually made me more tired. We are back in the house, and Kayla talked to somebody that worked at Loba. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right, like mops. And they sent us a mop, and they're not sponsoring us or anything like that, but they said, hey, check it out real quick, see if you like it. And it is like, because obviously we have the dogs, and we have some hardwood floors. So let me show you what they actually sent. We're going to put it together and see how this bad boy works. They sent us some universal floor cleaner spray. That's actually pretty nice. Cleans all hard surfaces, floors, coverings, etc. And then you have probably the microfiber towel or mop pad that goes to whatever's in this box. And I think that's everything in this. Yep, everything in there. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open. What do we got in here? We have the spray mop set from Loba. Looks like the rechargeable, not rechargeable, has like a refiller thing. I gotta take it out of the box, set it up, and see what it looks like. So we got it out of the box, and it comes with this really cool little spray mop thing, and then it also comes in that box. You have the refill. You don't put all of this in there. It actually tells on the back. You just put this much in it right there. So this is actually 4 refills of this, and super easy to snap together. It was only 3 pieces, 1, 2, and then 3. And then so I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in there, pour that full of water. This snaps in there pretty easily. And then what I'll do is go ahead and mop up the floor, because that Shepherd, y'all know that Shepherd, just water drains out of its face when it drinks. All right, so the company, and I think the person that sent this to us was Jamie, told us to be extremely honest. And I will tell you this, I like this a lot better than that Swiffer. It's so much more lightweight. And also the mist, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but the mist on the Swiffer, the one that has the battery in it, is not as angled, right? So if you saw there, Willow might have got a little bit in her face, not 100% sure. But once this mists out, it covers the floor way, way better than the Swiffer, I have to admit. That's actually pretty nice. And it is way lighter and easier to push than the Swiffer. I'm a big fan of this, because I do this every day, because old Miko, like I said. Now Willow, very clean eater. Look, Willow's like, what is that thing? Get that out of my face. I do like this. I do like that it's not battery powered. All this little trigger is up here. So all you do is just push this guy, and you can tell it missed very well. The angle is good. That's a good angle right there. That is solid. You want to give it a whirl real quick? Yeah, it's definitely cleaning the floor. And actually, like I said, we clean this floor every day. Look at, okay, you can definitely see.
Outside, so
right, and we track in. Yeah, we need a good mop, because obviously we have a quagmire in the backyard of a whole bunch of, yeah. This, I'm a big fan. I will be using this. We would actually probably buy one for the eBay barn. Well, we do appreciate them sending this to us. It will come in majorly when it comes to the dogs and also everything else. We do appreciate everybody watching this video. Video's kind of been all over the place a little bit. We're just super, super busy trying to get the Christmas stuff ready, and then also this seamstress locker under wraps, and then trying to get the barn up and running. Tomorrow, again, Dad's gonna come seal the stuff, and then after that, so many people had ideas about the roof, and we're just trying not to spend a lot of money or a lot of time on it, but we just don't want the stuff falling down. So we'll see what the cheapest and most efficient way to get that done. Look at Kayla in the background. She said, let me see this Lopa mop. Doesn't it go really well? Just like flows easy? Yeah, we do like it. We do appreciate it. We would recommend it. We'll keep using it and see what happens. We like it. It was easy to put together. I like the spray. When you push the little button, it sprays out. And it looks like it cleans very well. They also sent us another little mop thing. Now, we don't know if this is, can you just throw this in the wash? Replacement pad. So maybe microfiber, recommend use for cleaning. PVC floors, well plastic towel made of microfiber, washable up to 60 degrees Celsius. Well, I don't know what 60 degrees Celsius means, so you might want to put it on cold. But you can go ahead and wash those. That ain't too shabby. We'll see you on the next one.